Now go.
All right, so I'll be your host for this show. My name is Shelby.
This is Al.
This is Sergio. I'm
All
sorry.
right, well, yeah, thank you for such the 5-second delay. But
My bad, dude.
But yeah,
Got
so
a lot of stuff going on over here, bro. But
Yeah.
you're good to go, dude. Keep going.
all right, cool.
We're on
So
it, bro.
again,
We're on it.
my apologies for everybody who is helping me with this cast. I did not do another overview for this week. I know last week we titled our cast "Wing It." This week it is titled "Shell's a Vampire," and
So that's what we're gonna talk about, right?
No, we're not going to talk
Oh,
about
okay.
that.
Never mind.
What we're actually going to do is go right into our anime club.
Let's do it.
What we usually talk about in Anime Club lately has just been Darling in the Franxx. I know we like to talk about a lot of just stuff that comes in this winter season, but Darling in the Franxx has actually caught like all three of us. Like we are stuck on that show.
I think it's a good show.
It's a really good show.
Comparatively, because this season I feel like isn't the strongest season by far.
Right.
So Darling and Franks, I think, is an interesting show. If you
I think
haven't heard
fall
about
is
it,
usually the best season.
yeah, fall is usually the best season.
Yeah.
If you haven't heard about this anime, look it up, watch it.
We've literally been talking about it every week.
So let's go right into this episode. It was a very heavy. I know his number is 666. What's his name?
Zorome.
Zorome.
Yeah.
It's a very heavy Zorome episode. Which
he took his turn at home plate.
And you know what? I didn't really like his character. Love his number.
Yeah. His character is 666.
But
or his number is 666.
Definitely flushed him out a lot.
But
Alec, are you okay over there?
Yo, guess what? I broke your fucking toenail clippers
Dude,
somehow.
let's not worry about that. Let's
I know my
let's do a
OCD.
podcast,
My
bro.
OCD
Okay.
was literally acting up right now.
yeah. So anyways,
I was like, I have to fix this.
Yeah. Anyways, for this particular episode, we actually got a lot of information. I know the past two episodes, we got into a huge debate about fillers, but then after the fillers came through, it started fleshing out all the characters. I don't know if you guys noticed.
Sure.
Goro was literally last episode. It was a like full Goro episode.
Yeah.
This past episode just now was a Zorome episode, and I would go as far as to say as these kinds of episodes are actually really good. They're really good,
better.
detailed, a lot of information.
A lot of mystery with this episode.
And I'm loving it. Yeah, a lot of mystery with this episode. We found out so much.
Found out so much, but then also, like classic anime,
Yeah,
also have
Nothing at
so
all.
many more questions.
yeah. Like what I love about this episode the most is I'll just go ahead and say it. Zorome found out the truth about like what they are, or like we're speculating
or
that
an
he found out the
assumption, right?
truth.
Let's do an overview.
Yeah,
Basically,
okay. So basically, there's Zorome and the rest of the kids get rewarded, or they get some kind
we're
of reward.
rewarded, which is they
to-
basically go to the real world.
Yeah, they get a congratulatory remark about like them doing a good job, and they go to like the rest of the city, like the inner core. They're not just sitting on the outskirts
where
and all
they
that
think
stuff.
the adults are.
Yeah.
I'm doing air quotes here, guys.
Yeah, so they get to meet the adults and stuff like that, and you actually get to see what the adults are actually like.
Yeah.
What we saw in this episode is that they're actually a lot more synthetic than they would
The kids
perceive to be.
The kids kind of
Yeah.
perceive them as regular people, but you get there and they're like, no, they're like hooked up to weird like heart things. One
Yeah.
of the adults is literally in like a iron lung, but futuristic.
And he's getting
He's
implant
gaining-
treatments
he's-
for happiness.
yeah,
He's getting it. What I got from this episode
Yeah,
is
that's
that they don't feel emotions
That's what it
because like
seems
when
like,
they
right?
when they try to express them, they get tired. Like they're not used to it.
Oh.
What we saw from this character is that Zorome basically came across like an old woman who is in fact a human, and she
Air quotes.
was air quotes, and she gets tired talking to this kid because it doesn't seem like that they interact with each other. When they were getting like their congratulations, like and Zorome extended his hand to get a handshake, like the guy was just like,
What's that?
yeah, like nah, this is all I was supposed to say. I was just supposed to say you guys are doing a good job, and I'm just gonna walk
And
away.
this
and
is too much
back,
for me.
Go back to my battery pack.
I gotta
or
go
whatever.
back and
Yeah.
recharge.
Go back to my iron lung and
Yeah,
get
like-
dosed
I gotta
with
go back to my
happiness.
Yeah,
cave. and
like,
hang from the ceiling upside down.
Later on,
That-
like
that's
he meets with the woman, and he just it's weird. It's weird. Their interactions are weird. Immediately, we find out that Zorome is not normal. Like the humans, the adults have these like medical machines or whatever. Like, it's like if you're sick or whatever, they attach to this machine and you put in what's wrong with you, and then they take care of you. But she couldn't do that for Zorome. He's a kid, but he appears to be human, but it didn't work. She had to put in the
The
pet
pet mode.
sequence.
Yeah.
The pet mode. First off, what kind of pets do they have?
I don't know.
Yeah, what kind
I
of
was
pets do
confused.
these people have? I was super
Are
confused.
Klaxosaurs can be pets? I don't know.
The whole city
are they
was
Klaxosaur? Like, you don't know.
The
We
whole
don't
city
know
was
anything.
empty.
Yeah.
Maybe it was the remnants of an old system that had the pet option on there.
Yeah, but like, and even then,
you could
like,
speculate forever.
is it like pet as an animal, or is it pet as in like they had
An
like
acronym?
these enslaved beings or something like that? We don't know.
Ooh.
We don't know anything. But again, we know for a fact that these kids are not human. As far as 016 is concerned, the main character Hero, as I did a callback to you guys from episode 5, they have yellow blood cells. What the hell are yellow blood cells?
So clearly, these kids at this point, these kids are not human.
Yeah. We've already confirmed that. And now it's not just Hero, because we thought Hero was special, but all the kids are not human.
I think there's some type of clone, because actually this is why I think they're clones, because actually realistically nowadays,
Yeah.
their clones exist. They've cloned goats, they've cloned pigs.
Yeah.
They have very short lifespans.
They have short lifespans,
Oh, yeah.
but they don't have yellow blood cells. They have black.
Yeah, I know,
red,
there
white,
could
my
be
bad.
something in that. That's what I'm
They
saying.
got black blood
These
cells.
kids, these
This
kids
is their adaptation of a clone,
Yeah.
probably.
exactly. These kids could be artificial in a sense.
Yeah, I feel like they're definitely artificial because they're not natural in any way.
Yeah.
And what we also found out through this episode is like Alec was saying, like the humans don't perceive emotions naturally. They have to like infuse themselves with them. Like Sergio was saying that it looked like he was inside this iron lung machine, and like the smile, like this
was a
guy was getting
creepy-ass
like a
smile.
smile, and then it like because it was unnatural, it just started getting creepier and creepier. Like his grin just started being like bare. Like, can you get an overdose on happiness?
What do you think
That's what it seemed like. It seemed like it wasn't a
was
natural
dreaming.
dose of happiness.
Well, like it doesn't matter about like what he was dreaming or anything, because like happiness just depends on the person.
Yeah, I
Like
guess.
for all I know, he could have been just like
murdering somebody?
murdering somebody,
That's
or just
what it
like,
felt like
or
from the
just like
smile.
literally his happiness could have been eating a pickle. I don't know. It happiness is derived from just like the individual human. But I really like this episode because at the end of all this interaction, like Zorome started crying, and he was like, "I'm sad that I have to leave." And hey, old lady, can we still be friends after this? Like, or like
Yeah.
after I become an adult, I would like to be a family.
She
or like
laughs at him.
he cut himself off
Wanna
from
be
saying
family.
family.
Yeah.
I said
He was
friends.
like, "Can I say fam?" And he was like, "My bad. When
Hey.
I become an adult, can I move into the city with you and we become friends?"
Shelby, are we fam? You
No.
fam?
No.
We're not fam?
Yeah, nope. I don't know.
You heard it here,
Uh,
folks. Sorry, keep going.
But he was just like, "Can we be friends?" And the old lady was just like, "No way in hell is that possible."
She laughed.
She was like, "Nope."
She scoffed at him.
As
and
if
then
like, how
she-
do you not know this,
Yeah.
kid?
And she was like, "It's because you're," and then a bell rings. And it's just, it does this
Cuts off.
that typical anime stuff to where they give out the explanation, but you're not supposed to hear it as a viewer. And afterwards, Zorome-
surmise.
yeah, you can assume. Like, I assume that she straight up told him the truth. And afterwards, like, Zorome is just quiet. Like, the other people come to pick him up, and they're just talking about like how the kids are pitiful and all that stuff. And then he gets picked up by the other adult,
Oh, well-
the handler, who I personally believe is like probably 18, not officially an adult. In our sense, she's an adult, but in their world, probably not. That's why they're
Yeah.
able to interact with kids still. But anyways, she interacts with them, and he says to himself, "We're not pitiful." And I thought that like that line alone just defined Zorome's character from that point on. Because
Sure.
now that we know that Zorome probably knows the truth, like it's not 100% sure that he was told the truth, but his character, like literally everything he's doing now, he's wearing a mask.
Yeah.
Like he's trying to stay upbeat for the rest of the crew. He's like, yeah, no, I saw what the humans are and all that
his
stuff. Like
his
they
inner
suck.
monologues were very different.
I think
too.
Yeah.
that's cool because it
His
was
tone of
such an
voice.
unexpected episode as well. Because Zorome seemed like was such a lesser character. You kind of expected him to be that guy.
He was lesser and bombastic. He was annoying.
But then this totally
He's
flushes
Naruto.
him out.
Yeah.
Flushes him out way more. And I love that they gave it to this character who, one, I honestly think his number means something.
Yeah,
I really do. Why else would they give him the number 666?
because he was number 666.
Do you think that's just that?
Yeah.
You don't think
Well,
any
there's
symbolism
there's
in
a
it?
whole thing that they create.
Yeah.
And like there's letters, and then the last they literally just pull the last 3 digits to brand
Sure.
their name. And
So you don't think it means anything?
I don't
It's just by
think
chance?
I don't think it's like symbolic in any way. I don't think he's like a devil character
not
or he's a
saying that.
mischievous character or
I'm just
anything like
saying
that.
it could
I think it's just by
represent
chance.
something.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think it's just by chance, and people are meant to speculate on his number, and
Sure.
they associate that, so it makes his character more interesting, and that's why they threw this episode out there. Because also another thing that you guys may not realize, with every anime adaptation, there's usually a manga, right?
Yeah.
The manga for this series came out the day after the anime.
That's interesting.
Really?
Yeah,
Huh.
yeah.
Have you read it?
The anime and the manga are going hand in hand. Yes,
Oh, really?
I read it.
It's
I
the
read a bit of it.
Same thing.
Is it?
Yeah, it's hand in hand.
That's
No,
cool.
Like,
I that.
the anime came out first, and
Nice.
that's very rare in a series. Usually they just pull like series from like the old manga,
Yeah.
like
Archives.
C.
Exactly.
And they're just like, we're gonna do a show for this one.
Yeah.
What do we have here? Ushio and Tora. Okay.
Yeah.
But no, this time they decided to start the anime. The anime came out a day before the manga. That's ridiculous. That's crazy. It's mind blowing. So there's no spoilers or anything like that. And the manga may literally go in its own direction. We don't know yet. The manga may go a little bit deeper into certain details, or it may just gloss over a few things. I know for sure. Those 2 episodes that we saw where they were kids and they were swimming and all that crap. That's not the manga.
Is it really?
Oh, yeah.
It's not. It's not the manga.
The beach
it was a legit set of fillers because
Nice.
they literally the anime was going too fast. So that's why they created those 2 episodes, because they were legit fillers.
I
They were
like
trying,
them
They were trying to let
anyways.
them catch up. Yeah, no, they were fun. Fillers are fun, and like I said, fillers are meant for the individual. But that proved my point. I didn't realize that at first, and then like I started reading it, and then I was like, "Yo, where is this?" But no, I was very interested in knowing this fact, and because of that, the show is so much more interesting to me now. It's not the story that I can just get from somewhere else and get ahead. I have to watch the show to literally know what's going to happen next.
Catch up.
Yeah, to literally know what's going to happen next.
Yeah.
And that just makes the show a little bit more interesting for me.
Yeah.
Because I don't get that often.
I think
Yeah.
it was an unexpected character to pick to know this information, and how he
Reacted to
reacts
it.
to it
Yeah.
is awesome. And I think
He
it's
had his hopes really fucking high. Too.
higher than anybody's.
Yeah.
And I think they're just dashing them. So I think that may be why I'm reading into his number, because I feel like he has the power to ruin everything.
Yeah.
He has
Totally.
the
Right
power.
now.
You know what I'm saying?
Right now he does,
Right now he
yeah.
has the power to break, because everyone's innocence is like, on the line essentially. He has the power himself to destroy the rest
Spoil
of that
it.
incidents. I mean,
Yeah.
innocence.
Yeah.
And whether he does that or not, I don't think that's in his character, to be honest. But I think I think that's why I'm reading into his number, because I'm
Yeah.
like, it could be possible. He could be that guy.
Yeah,
he could
but
be
and that's also why I think
the
he's
demon.
like he's a little bit more interesting to me now,
Yeah.
because he's like I said, he's wearing a mask.
He's up in the air now.
His character is still there, but it's fake, and he's just like, yeah, guys, I know the truth, and all of you guys are liars, and like you're
Yeah.
living a lie. Like Zero Two knows the truth. She said that this whole city
I think
is
that's why
not
she's
alive.
so bummed.
And Hero
She's
brought
bummed.
it up. Well, yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
she's bummed and depressed, but I feel like it's for a different reason.
You think so?
I think it's for a different reason. But
Oh yeah,
We'll get into that in a bit.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, we'll get to that.
But yeah, like 02 said in episode 3 is she was just like, yeah, no, this whole city is dead. Like it's not even alive.
And you realize
then-
that it is.
Yeah, and then 016 says in this episode, Hero, he was just like
What did you
02
mean
said
by that?
before that this whole city wasn't alive. And he doesn't know what it means, but like because of through Zerome's perspective, we kind of get it. They're not living life. They're literally just
They're
going.
They're alive.
I
But
think
they're just going through the
There's
means.
definitely
Yeah.
like a disease that has hit the humanity. It's
Yeah.
not just the Klaxosaurs. Like even the old woman's like fucking
She's spraying like
sanitizing everything,
Disinfecting.
disinfecting everything. So and she has some weird heart monitor, and the guy seems like it's not just like he's getting fed like happiness, and he seems like he needs to be in this tube to survive in a sense.
Yeah.
It's like a controlled environment away from like the disease or the sickness or something. Something
Yeah.
is going on.
well,
with
it's
humans
definitely like sealed off.
That's destroying them, and
Yeah.
that's why they're sealed, and they probably can't go outside. So that's probably why they genetically engineered these kids with possible Klaxosaur DNA or some type of other DNA,
infectious DNA.
infectious
that they're
DNA,
abusing.
so that way they're immune to the disease.
Yeah,
But-
and this is all just speculation.
This
by
is
the
all
way,
speculation
people. Like,
right now,
We're not.
But I can pretty much
experts.
guarantee that the human race is like basically screwed.
Yeah,
Basically screwed.
but
Hanging on for dear life.
But another thing that I liked about this episode is that like in that dialogue, she said that he's getting his daily reward. So he goes in there every day. He doesn't live in there. He goes in there like every day
Yeah.
to receive that dose of happiness or maybe some sort of emotion. And I feel like maybe she just got out, or she's like getting tired because she hasn't gotten it yet. Yeah, like she needs that dosage. But what I thought was really interesting was that she said that we're just practicing an old custom to like
live with each other.
Yeah, to live with each other, because this is what people used to do. But it must have been so bothersome.
That's why I think procreation is not a thing anymore.
Well, she talked about procreation
as if it was a past thing.
Yeah, she said this is what they did to procreate. So yeah, like she did it in past tense, and like
so procreation
we just keep this custom even though we don't practice it.
So I think I think the only kids in the city would be them.
Yeah, and then like you made it a very good point. Your good point was your reaction. You were just like, holy fuck, she's old.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I think all the adults are old.
Yeah, they're probably all ridiculously old, which is why, again, in my theory, is that the handlers are probably 18.
Yeah,
like they're just below, like they're kids, but they're not adults. They're not officially adults. Like they're young, and that's why they're able. Like they used to be pilots and the parasite. Like I feel like those two were partners at some point.
Probably
that'd be cool.
And that's why they're
one of the few survivors.
Well, I don't think they're survivors. I think they were just pilots at some point, and then they were just like, hey, so your piloting days are over for the Franks. Like now you're going to be in charge.
That's what I'm saying. Like
being captains.
It seems like the canon.
For this group.
Maybe I'm wrong. Is like most pilots die.
I don't think they die. I don't think they die necessarily
in battle or anything.
No,
that's kind of what I get.
Well, I don't think they die in battle. I think, like you said, that they have a certain life expectancy.
Yeah.
And they just die out. And maybe like they were younger, or maybe just like their whole like group split off at a certain point, and then they were just like, hey, so you guys are gonna go train this upcoming group, you guys are gonna go train this upcoming group, and you guys are gonna go train this group.
And we still have yet to see that one group that was so interested in.
Well, no, they split off. They
oh yeah, from the they were kissing, right?
Yeah, they were kissing, and they'll probably re-interact with each other. But that was the thing. And then we found out this episode is that 02 is in fact a 9. She was once a 9, but what does that mean? We thought 9 was like a number.
Right? You said number.
But 9 is now
a rank.
A title.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there were 9 of something, and 02 was a former 9. And she was known as 9
first
Loda.
9.
Well, she was known as 9 Loda.
Yeah.
But she was a former 9.
Or maybe it was like batch number 9.
No. I think like there are 9 somethings.
Yeah.
And like,
and she's the second of those 9.
No. I think she's number 9, and there are literally 8 other somethings. Like there's 8 Loda or 7 Loda. I think because
1 through 9.
Yeah, like there are Lodas, and she was like, you're a former 9.
So
or
maybe she
like
is number 2, and 1 through 9 are like the 9s. You know what I'm saying? They're the part of the first group of 1 through 9. So like that was like the perfect or the most powerful. So maybe that's why they called them the 9s.
Yeah,
because they're part of the first group of up to 9.
We know nothing. Like this is all speculation. We know nothing.
We know nothing.
But I realize that like our theory was probably wrong, that like maybe 9 was like an infiltrator in the group or something like that. But it is in fact 02. It is some sort of rank or title, but we know nothing. Like we don't know what that even means. And then 02 is just been isolating herself the entire series.
Now it's even worse. Is wearing white now.
She's wearing she got rid of her old uniform, and it seems like she's trying to conform with the rest of the group, because she is trying to fit in, but not quite yet.
But they even go to more lengths to show that she's trying to separate herself even more, though. Like when Hero's talking to her privately as they're walking through the city. Like they're talking, and it didn't seem like he went that far back. But then they zoom out, and she's like way far back from the group. They're alone. Like she's not even walking with them at all. Like
she's like doing her own thing.
Yeah. So it's very strange that she's even far off than before.
Yeah, and then now it's just like at the very beginning of the episode, they were just like, "Hey, 02, we need to do more tests."
Yeah.
She's like, "I don't want to do any more tests, and trust me, like I'm fine." But obviously, she was putting on a mask.
This goes to the climax.
Yeah. So at the end of the episode, she's looking in the mirror that Hero gave her in the last episode, and we find out that her fangs are still there.
Are growing.
Like, they're growing even bigger and everything.
Yeah,
so it's just like usually she gets them
when she got angry.
Yeah, when she got enraged, when she lost her crown or something. Just any time that she got like pissed off, like she got grow triggered her fangs. But now they're just there.
She just has fangs.
Yeah. So is it like
they're kind of big?
But is she
maybe
like?
That's why she didn't want to like.
That's why she didn't want to do. That's why she didn't want to do the test, and that's why she's bummed out.
But is it like? Because again, we don't know. This is just speculation. Is it because she's still pissed off? Is she still triggered, as Alex said, or is it just like the change is starting to become permanent? Does she need to undergo tests? Does she need to undergo like some sort of medicine treatment?
I don't think any test is going to save her.
Well, we don't know.
I think she's going to...
This is episode 10.
I keep saying I think, because I think she's going to be some type of martyr.
Right.
I really do.
I feel like she's not going to die until she gets a name.
Yeah,
she still doesn't have a name. She's still 02. Yeah,
I'm not saying she's gonna die early. I think she's just gonna be the martyr of the
I feel
story.
like the last episode is her getting a name, and then she like lives for the next 5 minutes of that episode.
Yeah,
and
then
dies.
she dies. Yeah, she's gonna save everybody. She's gonna go like full beast mode. And
then I like that name
because she's the only person who's able to like pilot the Franks on her own too. And then like when she does, she goes feral. And that's like she grows fangs and all that stuff.
And her Franks is a beast.
Yeah. But I feel like maybe all of them are able to do that. Like all of them have the potential to do that.
Ooh.
So that also just like are the other ones able to grow horns or something like that? Like are they just not
like she said
enough yet?
Just like she said before, not this isn't verbatim, but they're not that different than she is.
Yeah, she said, "What does it mean to be human, anyways?"
Yeah.
Like what is so great about being human? And like they're all not human, as we just discussed. They have yellow blood cells. That's not human.
They think
like,
they're human.
I don't know. I don't know if you realize or if you ever been to the doctor. I ain't got yellow blood cells. I got white and red.
Anyways, great, interesting episode. Loved it.
Yeah.
Those heart monitors though that were on the.
He gave her another one.
Yeah. At the end, she receives another one as like I don't know. Is it like was it a reward? Was it a reward for turning in this kid, or was it just like, oh, here's your...
Or was it planned out?
Battery?
Was it planned out?
We don't know.
Was it planned out?
We don't know.
Because
that thing... Okay, sorry.
Go. Because you seem very excited.
When you said planned out, it's like that thing specifically was moved up and down just for him, solely just for him. That's weird.
I don't know. For Zorome?
Yeah. For Zorome, yeah. So I think maybe he was meant... Maybe they thought like, hey, we need these kids in the city. But we need to initiate the next. Oh, didn't they want them to go to the next phase or test?
Yeah.
They literally discussed it.
It's all an experiment. There's like this council that is literally watching over these kids 24/7, experimenting on them. So why not shake up the pot a little bit by making this character aware? So maybe she was supposed to meet him. Maybe she was supposed to have that conversation, and that's why she was rewarded.
Alec did make a point in another one of his reactions. He was like, "How does he know her number?" Already,
she knows his number.
She knew his number like already. Number. She was,
and he even like, commented on.
Yeah, he was like, "What the? Did fuck? I tell you my number?"
Yeah, I think that's definite. Yeah. I think I would almost 100% agree with that. That's definite foreshadowing to the fact that she knew.
Yeah, she knew this could have been planned in some way.
Yeah,
that just blew my mind right now. I never had that thought till you brought that up.
Yeah, so is this like what is the plan? Like what is the whole incentive?
I don't think there's a main plan. It's all an experiment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's what helps it leave it more open-ended.
This group too is a little
completely different than any other group.
Yeah, as you find out, like you do meet another group, and then like as I said before, all the Franks are. And like they're individually custom. Yeah, they're personalized. Mm-hmm. Like this never happened before. They're just like, all of ours are the same. They use all the same weapons, and we don't
we don't have names.
We don't have names. We just have numbers. Like you guys are weird.
Yeah.
Mirage Leonardo 84 says, I find 26 to 52 episode animes more enjoyable than 300 to 700. Honestly, man, I'm 100% on the same page as you. I think you guys are as well. I love short animes. I love when they have a story, they tell it and it ends. I have said that so many times.
Cowboy Bebop is my favorite show of all time.
Cowboy Bebop, Samurai Champloo. There's these animes. I mean, in my opinion, Fooly Cooly, 6 episodes. Yeah, we can talk about that to the crows come home. I just like that comment. You know?
Yeah, because we also had this discussion in the past. Is like whenever they do like shonen shows, like almost every shonen show ever is like 100+ episodes or 50+.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys ever watched like Hitman Reborn. No. It started off as a satire. It was just like a funny show, and then they turned it into an action show like the 3rd season in. And it's like people are dying. They get like superpowers. It turns to like this tournament system, and then like people get upgrades. But it was just like, what happened to this kid who just like every time he gets aroused, he burns his clothes off and then like runs around in school in his underwear. All that was gone. Like it changed the element of a show. And I feel like that when these shows are 300 episodes long or stuff like that, it's just the writers are literally just doing what they can to keep the show going. Naruto, perfect example.
Yep.
Where did this Ashura and Indra bullcrap come from? Like there was
Ashura
no indication
and
towards that. Like
the
Naruto was a reincarnation of Ashura.
Yeah.
Sasuke was a reincarnation of Indra.
The sons, right?
Yeah, it was the sons of the Sage of Six Paths.
Yeah.
But like, where did that come from?
I don't know.
There was no indication of that.
Yeah.
And then Madara and Hashirama were also reincarnations of them.
Well,
but Madara was the reincarnation of Indra.
Yeah.
But Madara was still alive by the time Sasuke like was around.
Yeah.
And it like what? You have 2 reincarnations in the same era?
Plot holes.
Like what? Yeah.
That's what happens when you write a 700 episode anime.
Yeah, but it's just like there are a lot of inconsistencies.
I mean, I'm sure there's more than people cycling in and out of the writing staff, writing room, just like most shows, most TV shows.
But it was like the creator was still there, like hand in hand throughout the show.
I'm sure, but like he's one man.
Yeah.
When you have 700 back episodes to like make canon, sometimes you're gonna make mistakes.
But there were just like there were so many like opportunities to end the show. Literally pain, like when he attacked the village. You could have ended the show there, like just after they got past that arc, everybody died. You could have been like, oh, okay, yeah, everybody's dead, we're gonna rebuild the village from this point on. I confronted my cousin, because it turns out that was Naruto's cousin.
Because he's part of that specific.
Yeah, he's part of that clan. Yeah. Like, but he was just like, yeah, no, I beat him, blah blah blah. And now we got to rebuild the village. And I lost my friends, my teacher, and I also lost my father figure, Jiraiya, blah, blah, blah.
Oof.
Move on with your life. And that could have been the end of the show, but no. They were just like...
Hell no, dude.
Yeah, they were just like, guess what? We're going to bring every character back to life. That's literally what happened. They brought every character back to life. That's a typical shonen. Yeah, it's typical shonen. Guess what happened
Classic
in Dragon Ball
shonen.
Yeah, guess what happened in Dragon Ball Super?
They brought back everybody.
They brought
They brought back some people.
They brought back Android 17, who sacrificed himself to keep the tournament going. Where was he the whole time? Where was he the whole time? Where was Frieza the whole time?
I don't know. That
like
but that's hiding under a rock.
But it's just like when they do shows like that, like it's so gross.
Yeah.
It's so gross in the writing. It's sloppy, and you're like when you get rid of like the possibility of an elimination of a character, it's disgusting for me, because it's just like there's no consequence.
Yeah.
There's no consequence. Literally, a character can go all out. Like, the reason why these characters don't go all out is because in the Tournament of Power, you can't kill anybody. Yeah. But it's just like, how do they know that, like, if Goku goes Mastered Ultra Instinct and he punches somebody,
how do they know they're not going to die?
Yeah. How does he know? Like, if he's going all out.
He's Ultra Instinct.
But Ultra Instinct is, by definition, is him not thinking about anything and just going all out in battle. Like, it's all of his power.
I got an answer. Because anime.
Yeah, no, because anime. But like, what I talked about in our last episode was that the target audience for
sometimes you got to say that.
Yeah, but like what I talked about in the last episode was target audience was Zeno-sama, and like what I actually noticed in the opening, because I actually watched it for the first time, is literally the last line in the Dragon Ball Super opening is we're gonna do all of this and Zeno-sama will be blown away. Zeno-sama is the audience for the show. That is disgusting. That you're trying to appease
in the show.
Yeah, like, you're trying to appease like the personification of your audience. Yeah, because Zeno-sama is the personification of your audience. Like this is gross.
That makes sense.
It's like
so. I think we've beat that to a bloody pulp. But once again,
but it's still happening.
Dragon Ball Super and a lot of these shonen animes are fan service. They eventually become. There's a point where it's fan service.
Yeah. Oh my god.
And fan service, as much as like. We love it when it's tastefully done, but when you have an episode that's just like, man, that's everything you think I wanted. It's awful. It's disgusting, like you said. But that's everything you think people want.
Yeah, but it's like there are some shows though that go on and on for what seems like forever, like 50 episodes. Keep in mind, it's like an episode a week.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's 50 weeks, 52 weeks in a year. Fullmetal Alchemist. That show kept me on my toes. It wasn't just like, oh yeah, no, we could bring everybody back to life, because literally every time they tried to do that, somebody died or somebody's life got screwed over. So
that was an integral part of that anime.
Yeah, like people died off, and then like you follow this show for a year or whatever, and then like you get emotionally like just attached to these characters, and you're just like, why? What happened? Why would you do this?
Yeah,
but it shows like that, they work for me. And they work so much more
widely in the community. I think so. I think I appreciate Naruto. I'm sure you do, Alec, as well.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And we appreciate these long form animes.
I honestly didn't think it was going to be this long.
What really hits home is those. I think is when writers and animators and a group of people that say we have a story to tell.
Yeah,
that's the problem with writing a shonen. Is like there's a story, but it can go anywhere it wants to. It's
I mean, like,
and we're gonna do exactly that.
I think that's why it's so like the animes that are under 50 episodes, whatever because there's a story to tell.
Yeah,
it is essentially a book, a movie. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's just long form, and I think it's even better than a book or movie because you have so much time to develop these characters, and you have like just the time to flesh out the story that you want to tell as the creator, as the writer, as the animator. And I think that's why those are so powerful. That's why we get stuff like Cowboy Bebop and Trigun and Samurai Champloo and
I think the most disgusting example of this, and I'm not like trying to crap on the show in any way, but I can never get into it. I will never like try to get into it, but it is One Piece.
I can't do it.
You know how many characters are in the roster? I tried
watching it too.
Yeah.
It's so popular.
There are more characters in the roster than there are like Pokemon.
You're lying.
And like the first generation.
I don't think he is, dude. Yeah. Literally, there's so
You know who he's fighting now? He's not fighting the clown. Like you would think the clown would be like the most. Yeah, exactly. The clown from like the first season, the first arc. He was fighting a clown, but he's not fighting him. Yeah, like he's not fighting the smoke guy. Whitebeard isn't a thing anymore. Like but there were so many characters that they introduced, and like they made it seem like these characters are going to be so important, and like they're super interesting. They got all these crazy like unique powers, but they just like literally you could think about it as like, oh, I got a guy who farts sandwiches, and then guess what? That's a character. Like,
yeah,
that's ridiculous.
That's classic shonen.
Yeah, but
classic shonen.
But I feel like it's like classic shonen is starting to turn into like these because like One Piece is like again. One
still
episode,
going on, huh?
Yeah, one episode a week. There are more than 52 episodes. That show has been on for more than a year, and then like they take breaks.
I think that was the downfall. I think that was the downfall of Bleach. I think Bleach started out so well, and then it turned into the classic shonen.
The fillers got better.
Yeah,
the fillers were better than the show. That's what was so weird. The unique story was better than the actual story.
Yeah, exactly. Because when you have a shonen, a typical shonen like Bleach, that was so great when it started out. Great animation, great storytelling, and then you're like, "Oh, this is you guys are doing it again."
Well, like
you guys are doing it again.
The sad thing about Bleach though is like you could tell as you were reading it in the manga, they got tired.
Yeah,
they were just like, "Yeah, no, I know he's gonna get stronger, but like let's not elaborate on that." Like literally, when the main character reached like his
what does
pinnacle
Ichigo do in his free time?
And well, he gets stronger. Like he trains. Like literally, that's what he was doing for 30 chapters.
And that's his depth. That's a problem.
Yeah, but
that's
like
a problem.
The weird thing though was like when he reached the pinnacle of his strength, they didn't even elaborate on it. They were just like, yeah, no, let's let him transform, but let's let it be subpar. It's not going to be like the super crazy transformation or anything like that. He literally grew a horn. That was it. And shout out to who was that?
Ice Wallow, shouts out for the follow. Thank you. Let's keep going.
Anyways, Ichigo like grew a horn and face paint like on one side of his face.
Yeah.
And then the main villain was just like, yeah, no, I'm just gonna break off your horn and shove it in your throat.
Yeah.
And then that was it. That was it. Like they didn't show off his power level or anything like that. They didn't elaborate on his strength or his abilities or anything. Like they literally they were just like, yeah, no, you transformed, done. I don't care. You're dead. And then like they jump to the future. Like literally the next chapter, they jump to the future, and Ichigo's kid. Like you find out everybody has kids, and Ichigo's kid touched this black spot.
Oh yeah.
And it killed.
I remember. Yes.
The main villain.
Weak.
That's what happened.
Shonen.
Like that. That's how they ended Bleach. That's how they ended Bleach.
Shonen anime.
That totally makes sense.
That's how they ended Bleach.
They all start out good, and you're like, by the end of it, you're like, what happened?
But like, it just like I feel like Shonen.
I never really finished it.
But yeah, I feel like Shonen is one of the hardest things to.
I love Shonen.
The hardest
but I
genres.
Hate Shonen.
It's one of the hardest genres to write for.
Yeah, I agree. I think it must be exhausting as a creator
because it's been done before.
Exhausting.
It's usually been done before. Like I'm scared for My Hero Academia, even though like I read the manga. The manga's really good. I'm really excited for this third season that's coming out.
Yeah.
But I'm also scared for the direction that the show is going
because again,
they have continue going on and on.
It could.
On.
Like the show totally could.
Yeah, no, it's going to.
That's how I feel
again, they have such a wide cast of characters. It's a it's a universe of superpowers, and it's kind of like One Piece. You have so many different characters that have all these different powers. I think in One Piece originally it was just like there are 13 devil fruits, and now why does every character have a devil fruit?
All of a sudden,
they're over like 100 characters
because we started growing them. We found the seeds.
Right. But it's just like My Hero Academia is literally the whole planet is with these people with superpowers.
Yeah.
And I'm scared.
There's a lot of people on this planet.
Yeah, there's a lot of people on this planet, and you just have a lot of these interesting characters. I'm hoping that they centralize like on this main cast, but the main cast is already so huge. It's like 20 characters, and that's tough when you got to do that. As we have now, like you hate Durarara.
Can't stand it.
But
I seen a guy with the helmet today.
Yeah,
at a Bono bike. That's cool. I was like, respect. I know where that's from, bro. I was about to like. Yeah. I do an anime podcast, bro.
But like, there's another show that we're following called Hakata Tonkotsu Ramens.
Yeah.
Huge cast of characters. What did they do in the first 4 episodes?
They killed off
half of those characters.
Loved it
because they were just like, yo, we ain't got time to go into all these characters. Yeah.
Oh, we got a host from Mirage Leonard. Shouts out. Thanks, bro.
Thanks, man. But yeah, like it was that I thought that like that's probably an interesting way to introduce all these characters and cut them off at the same time. But you know what show did a terrible job at that? Dragon Ball Super. The Center of Power, like they had the potential to introduce like all these characters, and like they were super interesting. The fact that you had a parallel universe with these Saiyans that for some reason did not have tails, and now they're literally just erased. Like.
In existence.
It was cool, but it's just like you're just gonna wish for them.
Yeah.
Like Vegeta even told them, and that's why he got the new form that is just deep blue. He was just like, yeah, no, when I win, I'm just gonna wish for you guys back. Why?
Shown in anime.
The fact that like
we all knew it was gonna happen,
but like Dragon Ball got so sloppy. Like I know GT is not canon, but it was great. Black Star Dragon Balls, if you make a wish from them, guess what? Your planet's going to blow up in a year. That's some deep shit.
And they travel across the galaxy.
You better make that wish worth it and like enjoy your next year. And then they had to go across the galaxy, the grand tour, and they get these Dragon Balls. They wish for a brand new planet Earth. And now guess what? This planet's going to blow up today because you decided to half the time. And like, there were consequences with that. Yeah, and then like that was the whole reason. They had a
story to
tell. That was the whole reason for the new 7 dragons that they had to hunt and kill.
Someone was like, I have an idea. Let's do it. Why Dragon Ball Super's like, let's do what people like.
Like there was consequence. there was consequence, and I love when shows have consequences.
Exactly.
Like if you just have a show that is able to just like go happy go lucky and stuff like that, it loses its importance. It loses entertainment value.
It loses its impact.
Yeah,
and I think that's one thing that anime has over like TV shows and stuff like that, which is this weird thing where they like touch your soul in a way that a lot of normal TV shows don't. Yeah, a lot of movies don't. There's something about the feeling that specific animes can give you that I don't get anywhere else. Yeah, and I think that's what draws people to anime
or lessons that are just information. In general,
or like
honestly.
It's just raw emotion sometimes even where it's just like, how is this making me feel more feelings than like seeing real people act on TV. And I don't know if it's just, you know, culturally they're more willing to explore other things. I think that's definitely a part of it, but it's just when you just do fan service, like you're cheating yourself. You're cheating the fans. And
one show I do think that did such a great job, and it's actually not a Japanese show, was Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh yeah,
reincarnation was like a mad real thing in that show. Like
great
because
show.
The character did not technically die. There for 100 years there was no new Avatar, and I thought that was awesome. There was consequence in that. There was no death. Therefore there was no life. Like he came back, and then guess what? The world is like in the grinder. Like you got this one nation that decided to win, and then like there was introduction to culture. There was definitely consequence.
And there was death.
Oh, there was so much death.
So much death. That's one thing that I enjoy is death.
Like Jet. I like that one episode where they make fun of it, and then they were just like, "So wait, did Jet die?" And then they were just like, "Yeah, no, we didn't really explain that too much. Like, we're not really sure."
What episode was that?
There was
that was one after they met, or the second time they meet, or no?
They all meet up again, and then they go to a play about the Avatar story.
That's right. Yeah,
So they basically just watch. It was kind of a filler episode. It was a fun filler episode, and it was a episode. It was a recap.
Yeah.
It was that to put it simply, it was definitely a recap episode, and they were just telling you basically this is the gist of what happened, and then like in the midst of that, they were just like, wait, did Jet really die? They're just like, yeah, we're not really too sure about that. But
all
then, it was.
Can we go to the Twitch? We got a Twitch comment again.
All right,
so
go for it.
I want to address. I think we can recommend some great things because this is the last actual good anime. This is from Mirage. Last actual good anime series I finished was back in 2009 when I finished Mobile Suit Gundam 00. Back when Sci-Fi Channel still aired anime.
Opening song, Brilliant Green. Oh my god!
I finished Witch Hunter Robin in January, and while I enjoyed it, in between at EPS there were episodes. There were a lot of plot holes.
I feel like
what's a good anime between 2000 and now? I feel like you got a lot of good suggestions.
What was the name? Mirage?
Mirage, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Mirage, I feel like you caught both of these shows at the same time on Adult Swim or Toonami from back in the day, because I do recall watching both of those at the same time. If you want shows, I don't know if like you prefer
sci-fi, but
well, yeah, but like both of those shows like played side by side on Adult Swim, Witch Hunter Robin and Gundam 00.
Where would you recommend?
For that, if I don't know if you're looking for anything in a similar style, if you want to see a Gundam series, Gundam 00 was actually like really good. It's actually one of my favorite Gundam series of all time. However, my favorite of all time is Gundam G Fighters with Domon Kashu. Watch that, check it out. It's actually a very interesting take on tournament style anime, and they decided to put Gundams in that. It was actually really good. But if you want to watch something similar to Witch Hunter Robin, I would say this would do a callback to Alec. Blood Plus.
Blood Plus
was actually really
Not
interesting.
A big fan,
well, it's like
a lot of people are, so I think it's just me.
Yeah,
a lot of people love that anime.
But it's similar. It's similar in that style. But there are so many like good shows out there.
I would say for a recent anime, Blood Blockade, Battlefront is one of my most recent
Keikai Sensen
favorites.
is for short. We talked about Don Manchi from back in the day.
Don Manchi was good. I don't think that's one of the most amazing.
I think it was actually really interesting.
I think it does that what's
weird
it called?
Isekai
style very well.
I think the best isekai anime that I've actually seen recently would be Re:Zero. I think it came out in 2015.
I would say that is the most unique isekai.
I would say
far.
Yeah, the story is actually very interesting, and it's not your typical isekai.
Probably the best written as well.
The character don't always win.
Yeah.
The character development.
It's not your typical like he's the hero, so he's gonna win.
Like you can't predict that character.
Yeah,
eventually
it's not happening.
Yeah, there's a lot of like development.
You're watching through that show, and you're like, what is going on?
So I would definitely say like watch Re:Zero for short, or Restarting Life in Another World from Zero is the full name of the show.
What's another current one?
I would watch Wolf's Rain from back in the day. That is a classic. I love that show.
We have a lot of time. 2009.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like Wolf's Rain is a classic.
Definitely didn't.
Steve Conte did the opening song.
Anime from that time.
Oh man, Yu Yu Hakusho. Oh man, if you want to watch,
that's way back. You're throwing it back.
Yeah, I know, but he said like if you want to throw out some anime, I'm throwing out some anime. Damn it.
Afro Samurai was pretty dope too.
Yeah, as for Afro Samurai Resurrection, I love that one. Basilisk, they actually came out with like a continuation of the series for this winter season. I was actually very shocked to see that because we haven't seen the show since 2008, I believe. So if you want to watch like Basilisk, Ninja Scrolls or something like that, just check it out.
I've seen Ninja Scrolls.
Not Ninja. Well, it's like the subtitles Basilisk Ojin Ninja Scrolls or something like that.
Okay.
But Basilisk was the main title of the show. I would definitely say watch the first season if you want to know what's happening in the second season. But the second season had just come out for this winter season, and I would definitely say like give that a watch. Hellsing Ultimate, or just watch Hellsing if you want to watch like a very cool vampire story. But Hellsing Ultimate is basically like imagine if Dracula went against the Nazis, who would win?
I remember watching.
You're the vampire, Shelby.
I remember watching that anime
super
late at
interesting
night on Adult Swim, and I was just like, I don't know if I can get into this, but like
it was dope.
I figured now that I'm adult,
the music is actually really good.
I feel like I would like it.
Yeah, it's definitely more shoujo.
Yeah,
it's for an adult crowd.
Shoujo?
Shoujo's for a more mature.
Which, honestly, I think we're all a bit shoujo.
Yeah, no, yeah. I like more mature titles nowadays.
Which I think we need to get a guest on that's not so shoujo, but
yeah. I got Sergio into what we watched Death Parade, the one where they were playing darts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we watched one episode and like
crazy. That blew my mind.
Yeah, like
I was tripping out.
Yeah, I got him hooked on that one episode.
I was like, what is going on?
Because like it started off as an OVA, original video animation. It was called Death Billiards. So they basically, like, instead of them playing darts in the first episode, Sergio, they played pool.
Oh.
And it was very similar. Like whenever they sink a pool ball, it affected the organ of the opposite player.
And this one I saw, they're playing darts. Wherever they hit affected the organ. But they're like a married couple. Like they just got married.
First off, they didn't like necessarily know each other. Like they didn't realize how they got in this place. But then they're definitely a married couple. They knew that. But
it was trippy, bro.
But yeah, there were so many like.
What was it called?
Death Parade.
Death Parade.
And like, anyways, you just learn about like their backstory, and I was flip flopping between which character I wanted to die.
Yeah,
I was like, dude, because
they both have bad.
Because at what they make you believe is like someone's gonna die.
Yeah,
someone has to die.
They never come out and say that though.
But like, that's kind of what it seems like. Like if you get a 50, like it's like they're gonna hurt them like super bad.
Dude,
if you get like a 2, you're gonna hurt them a little bit.
Yeah, so the chick hit the eye, and like the guy's eye like exploded.
Yeah, it was fucking crazy. Excuse my language, but anyways, that show blew my mind.
Yeah,
I don't know, but
because
what was it called again?
Death Parade.
Death Parade.
Yeah, the further they go into the game, the more you start finding out more and more about these characters' past. Because like literally every episode is just a pair of different characters.
Yeah,
like
it's almost like Black Mirror.
Yeah,
or if you go throw it back, I mean, what's that one show? Twilight Zone.
Okay.
Twilight Zone. Different episodes, new characters, new story.
Yeah,
but essentially,
it was super interesting.
But it has the same overarching.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
like Sergio was super like at the end of the episode, either one character goes to hell or one character goes to heaven.
Spoiler!
Sergio is basically rooting for one character
the whole time
in particular to go to hell. He's like, no. Like, screw that guy. That guy's garbage.
And then by the end of it, I was like, oh no, I'm wrong. Everything I know. Life is a lie. I'm a lie.
It causes you to doubt yourself.
It's good.
And like
it's
as you watch every episode, you're kind of choosing, like right off the bat, you're just like, oh, okay, this old guy looks like a scumbag. He's definitely going to hell. And then at the end of the episode, you find out like he's going to heaven. Like you really don't know.
Yeah.
Like because you
don't judge me.
Like you're automatically judging. Like once you find out like
makes
this
you think
is
about
the
who
role.
You are as a person. Because you judge them by how they look and like by face value, like the first things they say.
Yeah.
It's trippy.
Like I know there's one episode where it's like I think it's actually one of the OVAs because there's 2 OVAs.
Again, what's this show called?
Death Parade.
Death Parade.
Yeah,
it's on BRB.
Yeah, definitely. There's one episode where they have like an old guy and a child.
Shouts out to Reptar to God. Love the name for the follow. Keep going,
thanks,
my
man.
friend.
But yeah, there's one particular episode where it's a super old man and a child, and it's just like, who's going to heaven or hell? Like,
dang, that's nuts.
And the child's like super young, and I think they make him play like table tennis or something like that. Like I really don't remember, but you're automatically thinking just like, somebody has to get punished, right?
Yeah, the old man.
Are you sure?
You're not right.
Yeah,
you don't know.
You don't know, but like as the episode goes on, these next 22 minutes, like they slowly show you like more and more about their lives, who they really are, and then like the twist is these 2 people from different sides of the earth died at the same time. Sometimes they're right next to each other, or they're different sides of the earth, but they died at the same time, and that's why they're in this room. That's why they're in this scenario.
And the room is basically like purgatory.
Yeah.
So that's what this whole show, Death Parade, is about.
Like, they're making them play.
2 people have died. Right?
At the same time, and they're making them play this game to determine, like whether or not they go to heaven or hell, because it drives out.
I don't even know who won the dart game. Really, I don't remember. All I know is like all the fields, and then someone went to hell, and I was like, good.
Yeah, no, Sergio was all torn because like the end of the episode, I will not ruin it for you.
Yeah, I don't.
But like it definitely hit the feels.
Yeah.
You were just
smacked you in the mouth.
Yeah, because you were just like, oh. I don't know who to feel sorry for. Like, was this character lying? Like, was this character a scumbag?
They're not real, so.
But yeah, but they're not real. But it's a story.
Yeah.
And like every episode is like that. It drags you in because like this particular episode that I'm talking about, where it was the old man or the child, I definitely felt torn because I knew somebody had to get punished at some point. Like, did they both live crappy lives, or like were they scumbags? Was one better than the other?
Kids are mean sometimes.
Kids are mean sometimes.
Yeah.
But it's just like. as the story drags out, like you're just finding out more and more. And then
Yeah.
like because the kid doesn't know any better, do they deserve to get punished? Do they deserve to go to hell? The old man knows better. Should because he's old and he lived like maybe a better life or whatever, like maybe it was quieter, does he deserve to go to hell instead of the kid?
Yeah.
Just because the kid doesn't know any better? You don't know.
Yeah.
Like, but that's why I love Death Parade, and I'm sorry that like we're kind of like gushing on Death Parade over here, but definitely check out that show. It came out, I think, 2016, 2015 in the summer.
I'll check it out. That sounds really fun.
Yeah, it was very interesting.
You would like it.
Yeah, it's 13 episodes, but there I believe are 2 OVAs.
But that goes full circle back to the conversation we're having. That thanks to Mirage about the difference between like shonen and like these other styles of animes and what they have
unique.
to offer.
Because like if this show had 200 episodes, oh my god!
And as popular as shonen anime is, there's so many good story writing like opportunities and animes that are out there that are just not seen, like Death Parade. And all these other great ones that you should definitely check out. Whether you like it or not, just check it out. Watch an episode.
But the weird thing is, though, is like just because we do this in anime, we also do this in live action. Law & Order SVU has been on for 20 years.
That's true.
Why?
General Hospital.
Law & Order SVU like is the shonen of actual television.
Yeah,
like
but it's
television.
But it's like it's been on for 20 years. But
it's such a random throw.
So many people believe it's good.
Dude, old people love that show.
Yeah, they do. I love that show. I know every single episode.
You love that show because you're a vampire.
My dad loves that show.
Really?
Right? Yeah. Like, so many people love that episode, or that series.
Shelby's just a vampire. He likes to see blood.
Okay.
Perhaps. It's like, and your point is?
All right, guys. We're actually almost at an hour. We got to start wrapping it up. Any final thoughts? Anything you want to go over? Anything you want to bring up?
No, I mean, like, this is pretty much it. Like, as we keep talking about, like, almost every episode, there's a new season coming out, and there's a lot of things I'm looking forward to. I know Tokyo Ghoul just got another trailer.
Ghoul. Yeah.
Check that
out. Do you want to play the trailer?
No, I don't want to play the trailer anymore because like.
No, we won't. It's cool.
But yeah,
I promise. Like, we won't get taken down.
I'm scared.
We won't get taken down. It's fine.
But yeah, no, I'm good.
Okay.
But yeah, Tokyo Ghoul just came out with another trailer. I know Persona 5 is doing.
Ooh,
like
is there a trailer for that?
There is a trailer, and there's a bunch of screenshots that they're doing.
I'm excited for Persona 5 anime.
So check those out. And My Hero Academia just actually came out with another trailer for the 3rd season. So yeah, spring is going to be very exciting.
Spring's going to be lit.
Spring will be spring.
Even though I feel like we're kind of already in spring, it's like give it like 2 weeks. We're going to be there because every season or every show in this season right now is like on their 10th episode. So therefore, 2 seasons are done.
Tonkatsu is good.
2 weeks are
done.
Is
good. Violet Evergarden's coming to Netflix, so I'm going to probably catch Violet Evergarden on Netflix.
One of the best animations I've ever seen.
I was going to download it or something, but now it's coming to Netflix. I might as well just watch it legally and support them, which is fine.
And it's probably gonna be English dub. Hopefully they got like a
hopefully
decent
it's
cast.
good. I might watch anime dub.
Yeah,
I mean, sorry, Japanese.
Yeah, I might just go ahead and watch a Japanese sub, but like some English dubs are really good. Yeah, some of them work.
We'll see.
Check them out.
Yeah, I'll watch it. I'll try it.
I'll check it out. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Alec, you got anything you want to
add? No, I definitely want to check out Death Parade. That sounds really cool. I think I would like it. I'm probably gonna revisit Hellsing too.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But that's it, honestly.
Me, I'm going to finish Tonkatsu and Frank's, and then I'm going to move on to Violet Evergarden, and then I'm probably going to... By then, I'm going to hit the spring super hard, like you said. A lot of good stuff coming out.
There's a lot of good shows.
I'll probably hit spring super hard.
I'm going to try to catch up on Tokyo Ghoul, because I think I can do it, because honestly, I did enjoy it.
Me too, I got to watch season 2. So.
And because I'm already caught up on Atlanta, I have time to watch.
Yeah, right.
I have time to watch Tokyo Ghoul.
So let's do that. Because spring is coming up, let's just announce what we're watching. We're going to watch Tokyo Ghoul. We're going to watch Persona.
We're definitely going to watch Tokyo Ghoul and Persona.
I can watch
What else is in the spring, you said?
Violet Evergarden.
Violet Evergarden.
My Hero Academia.
I'm just going to be straight up and honest. I don't really enjoy My Hero that much.
That's fine.
Shelby's
going to watch it. Yeah, to each their own. I'm going to follow it.
So we're basically going to watch all the big hits, and we're going to be discussing it here every Sunday night. Sometimes it's Monday. Check the Twitter for actual scheduling. This is going to be the Anime Club. Our host was the amazing Mr. Shelby over here.
Yep, this is I.
This is Al.
And I'm Sergio.
And don't forget to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, and not Facebook. So we are Fan Addicts, fan.addicts. So you can
all the podcast apps.
We also do...
Except for Spotify.
Oh yeah, I was actually gonna ask if we could do that, but
you have to get certified. You have to have a certain amount of followers to get on Spotify. Like it's hard to get on Spotify.
Eventually, with your guys' love and appreciation,
hopefully in the future.
Very much.
And I'm not a vampire. I would just like to go on record and say that.
Shell is a
vampire.
It's
not a monster.
I'm not.
He's a vampire. Look at his tattoos.
Yeah, no, I have good tattoos.
He actually sleeps in a coffin.
I don't.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Futon-shaped coffin.
This is gonna wrap it up.
I don't even sleep on a futon. I sleep on the floor.
Right. He's not a vampire. He's a daywalker. He's half vampire.
I'm not. Oh my god.
And with that,
which one of my parents was the vampire?
We're gonna get out of here. It's getting late. Peace.
Yeah. Check you guys out later.